Good afternoon, good evening. Thank you so much for joining us and taking the time to explore the selective courses that we are hopefully going to be offering for the 2022-2023 school year. I'm Gina Paulson. I support the guidance team and support students and families to learn all about the different happenings here at Thomas Edison. So welcome, and we're going to dive in and get started. So a question may come up as to why take a selective course, and there's many reasons to go ahead and take a selective course. We're going to walk you through a few of them. Students have exposure to college level materials when they take courses that are selective, whether they culminate with an exam or they expose you to material that you're going to continue to learn about as you continue on in your post-secondary planning process. Colleges and universities do take a look at the level of vigorous coursework a student takes in high school when they're going ahead and making admissions decisions. You will have a GPA that you present to them, but you'll also present to them the courses that you've taken. And they really want to see that you're challenging yourself and that you are a person that can transition to the college campus and have an opportunity to go ahead and flawlessly continue on your coursework. Admissions committees want to see students challenging themselves, exactly what I just said, right? And I want to emphasize the fact that we're talking about admissions committees, that the opportunity to go to various institutions in the United States and abroad is not only necessarily done by one person, that there are people that come together and they talk about whether or not you may be a fit for their institution. So again, they want to see you challenge yourself. And after you complete an advanced level course, which is an AP course, and you successfully pass the course and you take the exam, depending on the institution that you go to, the college or university, that course may count for college credit. So it does vary based on the institution that you end up going to. All right, so criteria and eligibility for selective courses. What we want to see is we want to see you take the initiative to complete the selective form on time and show initiative that you want to take a class that is going to challenge you. So that is the number one criteria right now, is that students must complete the selective course form by March 7th at 7:30 p.m. And if you are interested in being a candidate for a course, you must complete the selective form no later than March 7th at 7:30 p.m. That's really super important. Students must have school attendance rate of at least 90%. We want to see that you're here, you're actively engaged, and you are committed to taking these courses. Some of the courses that you are hoping to take will require a teacher recommendation that is going to be done on the departmental level. And some of the courses will require the students to complete a specific assessments depending on the content that it is offered. So you need to check your email daily so that you can get updates. You can make sure that if you are a candidate for a course that you have selected, you take the assessments. Again, checking your email is super important. And I need to emphasize that just by completing the selective course form doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to get into the course, you're going to be a candidate for the course. It's you expressing interest, and that is what is so important for us. So this decision should not just be made by a young person sitting down and having a dialogue. Really including your family is important in this process. So you need to discuss the level of commitment that it will take to complete the coursework. It may mean that it will increase time that you are doing some reading and do you have a space to do that. It may mean that it increases time for you to devote toward the class, that you may have other responsibilities at home. But again, should be a decision that you make together. Students are required, it's very important, to take the AP exam at the end of each AP course. So if Gina is in AP literature, the expectation is when she's finished with that AP course, she's taking the AP exam. Okay, that is a requirement. Once you are programmed for the selective course, you will not be allowed to drop the class. It is important that we keep remembering that. You've asked for the opportunity to take it. We've allocated a teacher, we've allocated funding, we've allocated a spot in your program, and therefore you are going to stay and remain in that course. And we do not recommend that you take more than 2 selective courses, right? We want to set you up for success. Yes, colleges, universities want to go ahead and see you taking challenging courses. However, we want to make sure that you can devote energy to them. So we don't suggest you take more than 2 selective courses. Remember that all of your courses here that are at Edison, and you said you wanted to come to Edison because of our awesome career and technical education programs, and those courses are challenging and difficult as well. So to take 2 additional courses can be difficult. So please keep that in mind when you're selecting. We would love you to make informed decisions. So please go to the Thomas Edison website. Please take a look under academics and you will see this link, and it will show you videos of young people that have taken the courses, teachers that teach the courses. And we would like you to look and listen to the perspective from the students. Look and listen to the perspective of the teachers who taught the courses. And you need to have a conversation with yourself, right? You need to say, self, is this a course a good fit for me? I may be only taking the course because I think it's going to support me in college. That is not the only reason to take a course, right? Is it a good fit for you? I hear you that your family may encourage you to take the course, your siblings, your cousins, your aunts, your uncles, your friends, but is this course the right course for you? So you really need to have a dialogue with yourself about that. Something very important to keep in mind that at Thomas Edison, we require students to take 4 years of math and 4 years of science that you take here in high school. I know that there are young people that have taken courses outside of Edison in 8th grade and 7th grade. However, we require students to take 4 years of math and 4 years of science, and that is important as you're selecting some of the courses that you'd like to think about taking. That means that students take math and science in their 12th grade, regardless of the amount of credits you have already. We require you to continue on in math and science. So what are some of the selective courses that we are anticipating offering, right? And you can see them listed here. These are some more courses that we're hoping to offer as well. I need to go ahead and put your attention right now to the bottom to say that there will be additional selective English courses. Please check your emails. That is going to be a process. We want to make sure that you are in those courses and they're going to support you. So right now, there will be another form that will go out to some students for selective English courses. So here at Edison, we are really fortunate to have a phenomenal collaboration with the JROCT. And that particular program is something we're super, super proud of. There have been people in the building for quite some time helping to plan. And I would love to tell you a little bit more about that. So I just want you to take the time real quick and to read a little bit about the different opportunities that the JROTC program will afford you. So just take a minute to read that. Okay. Awesome. So one of the important concepts that we really want to help foster here is leadership and making sure that our young people are part of the community as well as understanding the community at large and various structures and organizations. And that definitely the leadership piece is something that the JRTC program definitely supports. And we continue that collaboration. There are awesome people on staff. I'm just going to go back to the previous slide for a second. They are here in a building, so please go ahead and go visit them. There's an extension. There's also an opportunity for students to email them and meet with them. But I want to also just emphasize this piece about the JROTC program offering opportunities for students to go ahead and take coursework here, as well as there are many scholarships and universities that recognize the program. It's been a pleasure to work with them. There are young people that are currently involved in the program here this year, and they will continue. But next year, we will be offering level 1 coursework to students. And anyone that is interested. What I can say is that it is super important for us to learn about the community at large, society, helping students to make decisions, really promoting that positive social, emotional, and physical health that we are striving to support every young person in doing. So please take some time and meet with them. If you are interested, again, that will be a selection process that will happen as well. All right, things to consider. That your CTE courses get priority for programming. So if you are currently in a CTE class, which you are, please recognize that that is the most important for next year to schedule you and program you for. So if you wanted to take AP Computer Science and you are a candidate, however, it conflicts with your CTE course, unfortunately, the CTE class, not unfortunately, but yes, the CTE class does take priority. So you need to be ready to be placed in any of the courses you choose and are a candidate for, right? So you go ahead, you fill out the form, and then you are a candidate for that. Please know that, be prepared that that will most likely appear on your schedule. I have to emphasize this. The Edison school day starts period 1 and it ends period 9. And you can be programmed for courses anytime during that time, anytime. So when your schedule comes out in the beginning of next year and it says, hey, guess what? You are here from 1 to 9, know that you will be here from 1 to 9. And taking selective courses may require you to have a 1 through 9 schedule. And that's awesome. Again, let's go back full circle. The admissions committee is going to take a look at the courses that you are taking, and they want to see them, they're challenging. They want to see that you are making sure you take your sciences and your maths. So again, one is it's on your program, the courses are on your program. Some additional things to consider is that when you're filling out the selective course form, do not randomly click. Take your time. There's a team that spent a lot of time crafting this for you, making sure that it was something that was easily understood. Take your time and select courses that you feel you may be qualified for. Things that you really have had an interest in, things that you've done well in, but please take your time with that. And I want you to just be cognizant and understand that there's various methods of instruction that will be delivered for these courses. Some of them will be more traditional, some of them may be online, some of them may be self-paced. There's many different methodologies of instruction for these classes. And again, we do not recommend that you take more than 2 selective courses, okay? Select courses based on your interest, your career goal and college plan. And it's okay if you don't have a college plan. It's okay if you don't know what you want to do, but things that interest you. Again, students are accountable for the selections and choices that they make. You say you'd like into the course, you're a candidate for the course, and we contact you that in fact you are a candidate for the course, that is the decision that you made. That's why circling back, having that dialogue with your family, having that dialogue with your friends, with yourself. Is this the right fit for me? Also looking at those videos, looking at the perspective of teachers as well. And the expectation is that students, again, will take the AP exam at the ends of each AP course. So we spend a lot of time supporting this process. However, we have to mention to you that all course offerings are subject to change based on the budget and staffing needs at the time. So we would love to offer you a plethora, as many courses as possible, but please know that that may in fact change due to budgets. Again, I'm going to remind you that students must complete the selective course form by March 7th at 7:30 p.m. These are some of the things to consider. My name is Ms. Paulson. I am here for you in the guidance suite 138. Contact your counselor, go online, check out those videos, and please make an informed decision. Thanks again for spending time with us. Have a great day.